Hi, everyone. Welcome to this webinar on behalf of Billigence and Tableau. Thank you for attending the Tableau DataFest in 2022 as well. So, yeah, thank you. So, we're here today to talk about the Tableau Accelerators, which are launching as part of the Tableau Exchange as well. So my name is Blake Lamond, and I'm a part of Billigence as part of the Tableau visualization practice as well. And today I'll be discussing, taking you through one of our Tableau Accelerators. We're very excited to be launching on the Tableau Exchange as well. I'll just share my screen. Hopefully everyone can see this as well. So yeah, so the Tableau Accelerators, you may have heard a little bit about them as part of Tableau DataFest as well. They're a great new initiative from Tableau in conjunction with their partners as well that are designed to help organizations to accelerate their kind of data journey as well, and to provide some guidance and inspiration to assist them in answering business questions and receive the answers and insights from their own data as well. So they're really meant to kind of get organizations started and kind of provoke some of the business questions as well, and to demonstrate how quickly and powerfully Tableau can be used to answer those questions with your organization's data as well. So, so today we were thinking about different topics as well, different aspects of kind of common business questions that organizations really need to answer as well. And we were thinking a lot about a kind of workforce planning. So quite a very kind of popular topic as well. And there are kind of lots of questions and views and insights and everything that organizations can ask of their kind of workforce data. That data can reside in kind of different data sources or types of data sources as well, be it Excel, SQL Server, your kind of cloud warehouses and everything as well. And Tableau can really, really quite powerfully and quickly connect to lots of those different data sources. So your staff can very quickly get to the insights and the answers and explore the data without having to necessarily spend a lot of time or specialized knowledge or kind of training as well. Tableau is really quite powerful at kind of quickly picking up the data and showing those insights as well. So I'll just kind of hop over to basically the first. I'll just kind of talk about the kind of questions and everything as well that we were thinking about that would be kind of common to many organizations as well, kind of where to begin when they're kind of facing the challenge of conducting workforce planning as well. So probably the first kind of initial question is, what is our kind of total headcount? And this can be sometimes a little bit difficult to answer quickly as well, with all the different kind of employment types as well. And C-suite leaders and HR leaders quite often ask, where are we growing amongst our different departments as well? And how does that growth compare historically? And based upon that, what decisions or how decisions should be made for growing our workforce as well. And then, of course, considering the labor expenses as well. Are we kind of growing in certain areas? How does that compare across the whole organization and between different departments as well? That growth, is it reflected in particular new hires as well? Is that kind of coming from certain levels of expenditure as well? And of course, departure as well of employees. So this is designed to, really quickly at a glance, allow leaders to kind of get that insight across their workforce data as well. So we've purposefully designed this accelerator as really kind of like as a starting point. So this doesn't necessarily have to answer every single question, but really kind of give organizations a boost towards answering their workforce-related questions as well. So I'll go through the data sources in a little bit more depth in a moment, but really we've designed to keep this with a minimal level of data preparation, and we've purposefully used Excel as a data source as well. But just to point out that you are not necessarily limited to using Excel. You could be sourcing this data from different databases, data warehouses, and so on as well. So, and this is also meant to be kind of industry agnostic as well. So, so if I kind of head over here to the actual kind of workforce planner itself, this would be ideally be a monthly kind of produced or kind of refreshed on a monthly level as well. And I'll just take you through some of the kind of different aspects of this as well. Kind of in the header here, we have our kind of total monthly salary expenses as well. And to show in the sparkline, underneath each of these kind of key metrics, the kind of salary expenses on a monthly level, and how does that compare on an annual basis as well. So then we're looking at the total headcount as well. And now we're seeing growth or reduction overall across the whole organization. How does that compare on a year-on-year basis as well? Then looking at new hires as well. Are we seeing an uptick, a kind of growth year-on-year in monthly new hires? And then are we seeing any kind of uptick in kind of exits as well? So then heading down across in here, we have a kind of breakdown of salary expenses as well on a monthly level by department. So we have kind of kept these departments purposefully quite generic as well. You're not limited in terms of the number that you could utilize in here, or with a bit of minimal modification, you could modify this accelerator to handle sub-departments as well, also on a national level as well. So when you see these departments, these could be easily replaced with other attributes or dimensions that are particular to your organization as well. So then heading across here into the middle, we have the monthly salaries as well. So we're looking at the kind of total salaries as well, but then also the breakdown on the left here by proportion as well. So just to show the growth as well, or the composition on a monthly basis. Now, we've gone with this particular color scheme to highlight the differences as well, to really increase the contrast. One aspect that some people might not consider is kind of color blindness as well. And so these accelerators are meant to really highlight the contrast for all viewers as well. So then kind of looking down here in the middle, we can see the total like exits or kind of departures, and then also the new hires as well. So we can start to kind of see the total across each month, and then with the line in here, showing the kind of net movement as well. Okay. Then heading across to the right up here, we're looking at the kind of tenure or kind of length of service for kind of current employees or non-departed employees as well, from their hire date to today as well. So yeah, so in this kind of fictional generic organization, we have a large number of kind of long-term permanent employees as well. So then breaking this down a little bit further, we adopt another view where we are considering departed employees by tenure, length of service at this fictional organization as well. So a couple of aspects as well of Tableau is how to allow users to interact with their data as well. And we have just a very kind of minor kind of action here on the dashboard that would allow users to select different departments and filter across that as well. the dashboard action is really quite useful because you can select a particular department and then kind of select again to go back to your overall view as well. So we also have a date filter in here. So depending on the length of your date series, or sorry, time series as well, you can allow the users to conduct their analysis across different time periods as well. Oops. In here, so we have they can conduct a day, even though the month is the data is really kind of calculated on a monthly level as well. You could start to include a much larger kind of data series as well, and also include additional filters in here. So like I said, it's really like a starting point to kind of get organizations really quickly accessing, viewing, and sharing the insights from their data as well. Any of these charts, these visualizations could be duplicated, modified. If you're not necessarily, if you want to explore the data in a different manner and highlight different aspects of the data, you could take these visualizations and add them to additional dashboards as well. Also, you could incorporate additional data sources in there as well. So you might start to blend this or join this with kind of lookup lists or any other data that's specific to your organization and its requirements as well. So let's try this one more time on a monthly level. Yep. So underneath here, like I mentioned, it's particularly just kind of dummy or mock data as well. And I'll take a moment now just to kind of walk you through the kind of underlying kind of data structure as well. So we have kind of two data sources in here. This is really kind of fictional data as well, where we've kind of kept this quite generic. These are the only fields that you would require in your data source to make full use of the accelerator, where you'd have a unique identifying attribute of each employee, their business function or department as well, their employment commencement date as well, and then if they've departed, the date of their departure as well. So this could be, you can also include other fields. You don't need to kind of trim down your data set necessarily. We're just kind of looking for, the work accelerator is looking for those particular fields as well. So this one would be, yeah, on an employee level of kind of granularity as well. And we have over here a slightly different view of the organization as well, whereas this is more on a kind of monthly level, where we have the total salary expenses, the kind of total headcount as well, how many new hires by department and the month, and then also, I guess, the number of exits and departures as well. So this data is meant to be quite simple and straightforward as well. If your data is in a kind of different format or requires some kind of restructuring or cleansing or preparation as well, Tableau Prep is a great, really easy to use, intuitive tool that can quickly rearrange your data into this format as well. It works very closely, obviously, with Tableau Desktop. The data itself could be output into the required format quite quickly as well. So we have this accelerator, this initial accelerator kind of connecting to that kind of data in a static way. But if your data is kind of residing on a warehouse, then this could be refreshed automatically as well. And yeah, so it'll allow users to really, in your organizations, just kind of really quickly get started as well. When we were putting this kind of accelerator together, there were quite a number of other questions and views as well that we kind of thought about when kind of brainstorming. But we decided to keep this kind of quite broad as well. But we're really excited to continue to work and release a series of accelerators, not so much necessarily or like solely upon workforce planning. And there are so many different aspects to organizations, so many challenges that we're excited to help you out using Tableau as well to kind of really produce those insights as well. Yeah, really like to thank you for your time as well on here. Looking forward to this being released on the Tableau Exchange, which was announced as part of Tableau DataFest as well. So yeah, really excited to see what else is on there. I encourage everyone to hop over there very quickly and have a look at what's already in the accelerators that are on the Tableau Exchange as well. They're great, provide great inspiration, not just of business questions and how to visualize your data as well, but just really they showcase the power and visual appeal of Tableau Desktop as well. And you can download any of these for free and open them up, and they also provide guidance on lots of great techniques and useful tips in using Tableau Desktop as well. So definitely encourage everyone to take full advantage of the Tableau Exchange as well. If you have any other challenges or aspects of your data as well, we'd be more than happy to help out. Speaking from Billigence, a little bit about us is that we're a kind of global company with offices in Asia, Europe, and the US as well. We can tackle data challenges in all shapes and forms for a very large variety of clients as well. So we're really excited to share our kind of expertise and work with you. We specialize also in kind of together in kind of cloud data architectures, a lot in data governance as well, and we can also help you out with predictive modeling and of course data visualization as well. So our staff have a lot of deep expertise across many different industries as well. So don't feel afraid to kind of reach out if it's an initial kind of challenge, or if you have a very large challenge as well. We bring several years of experience and really kind of diverse and talented workforce as well across many different countries. We partner with a lot of not just Tableau, but other best-in-class industry-leading solutions as well. So I just, yeah, so like I mentioned, quite a diverse range of clients as well. So I'd just like to, once again, really thank you for your time. And I'm really excited to hear how you get great value out of the Tableau accelerators and Tableau Desktop as well. And yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the Tableau DataFest. And thank you for joining me as well. I might just really quickly see if are there any kind of questions at all. Feel free to ask me any questions about the kind of Tableau Accelerator or Tableau Desktop. Yeah, I'd like to say thanks a lot for joining as well. And yeah, I hope you obtain great value out of the Tableau accelerators and really enjoy using the Tableau Exchange and Tableau DataFest this year as well.